How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the JXP channel. So, out of nowhere today, Sega decided to drop not only a compilation of the Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings trilogy, as well as a bonus ending featuring Black Doom Awakening after the credits theme. So them doing this has basically given me a reason to essentially talk about my overall feelings about this trilogy. But first, if you're interested in watching me stream Sonic X Shadow Generations on the 22nd, or if you're new and simply enjoy the content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. Obviously, you've seen my reaction videos to it, and as you can probably tell, I'm a huge fan of the trilogy that they've made. This is, and I think I can say this with complete certainty, this is probably the best piece of Sonic animation we've gotten, period. It basically holds everything us fans want in a high-budget Sonic anime show. It has storytelling, the voice acting, the music, the atmosphere, the soul. It has everything that we've wanted in a full-length TV show, and I hope that maybe they look at the success of it and think, hey, let's make more of this, because the studio that worked on this, phenomenal. Absolutely incredible job, and I'd love to see more of their work in the series, even if it's just for future games and not even its own show. I would be more than happy, because they cooked. They have cooked. Now, I guess the first thing I can talk about is the animation itself. They use almost a mix of 3D and 2D in their animation, where they have these 3D models but almost go over it in the pen, which I really like. I think it really works. I'm not a huge fan of, say, CGI 3D in some anime, but I think they really pulled it off here, and I think it definitely helps express the characters and their emotions, and so they certainly did a really good job with that, and that goes all so well with the lighting and the impact frames and the choreography especially. That was something that caught me off guard. The choreography with Shadow fighting Emerald, or Team Dark fighting that boss from Shadow the Hedgehog 2005, just all of it. And especially that shot of Shadow catching the missile in episode 3. That wasn't like too much movement, but just the shot alone, they knew what they were doing. Like, they knew how to make him look like the coolest hedgehog, and I mean, it worked. And when it comes to the story, I really like what they were able to do with Shadow's own backstory. They made it a lot more clear. They gave Shadow and Maria a lot more moments together, which we didn't really get to see much of. It was always just the flashback of Maria dying, I guess, as sad as that sounds. So to see Shadow doubting himself as the ultimate life form to help Maria, to show Maria comforting him, to show him almost reliving it, and, you know, that scene with Gerald in episode 1 caught me off guard, and it was probably the most memorable shot in that episode. Either that or his fight with Emerald, which again is spectacular. And then episode 2 focuses more on the present, which it was really nice to see Team Dark again. It was Omega saying I call dibs was the most Omega thing they could have done, and I love that. And then episode 3, I guess, focuses on what's happening next, like the future events, what we're gonna see in the game itself, which is, it just builds up the hype. And that vocal theme that they used at the end of episode 3, I really hope is a credits theme in Shadow Generations, because it's a really good vocal theme, and I do not want them to put that to waste. So I have hope for that. On the topic of vocals, I guess we can move on to the voice acting, and this is without a doubt Kirk's best performance, and this has him rivaling the likes of Jason and David Humphrey for me, and I don't say that lightly. In past games, other than Forces, really, I was never really a fan of Kirk's Shadow, but he's gone in this time, and I would be more than happy for him to stay as Shadow for the foreseeable future. I absolutely love his Shadow. He nailed it in this, and looking back on the trailers that we've seen for Shadow Gens, he's been nailing it the whole game, and I love that. I'd also like to point out, Roger voicing the gun commander. He has a canon name now, it's Abe, right? Yeah. Roger voicing him was such a surprise, but also it really worked. It's so funny how Roger can voice other characters within the Sonic series, and they fit their characters more than I think he fits Sonic. And I'm not trying to diss on his Sonic voice, but I'm not the biggest fan of his Sonic, but I'm a huge fan of his Omega, of his gun commander. It's just really ironic to see, I think. But regardless, the voice work overall amazing. I loved all of it. Overall, this was amazing, and it's only gotten me more hyped to play Shadow Generations, which is coming out. Early access is just over a week, I think, and I hope this gives us more opportunities to see animations either leading up to a game or doing their own thing like a spin-off or a TV show, because this was absolutely one of the best, and I don't know how they top it. But yeah, that's probably going to be it from me today. I just wanted to basically get my thoughts off my chest. I didn't have much chance to do so in my reaction videos because most of it was just me being all surprised and, well, reacting to the thing. So being able to really, talk about it in more detail, I'm glad I was able to do. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for the recent support in my videos. I appreciate all of you for sticking around, and I hope to make more for you guys. Wait for Sonic X Shadow Generations to come out and then follow me on Twitter so you don't get spoiled by anyone. This is JXP leveling up.